This is always a game of consequence.
Well, I played in a fair few derbies, Peter, and in my time, derbies were derbies.
Well, I had a feeling you might say something like that, Jim.
Well, for this one, while I'm not expecting a fully fledged derby, it will be very combative, very competitive at least. It can't be anything else.
So straight into the action. Another episode of this age-old tale, uncompromising conflict. Rido. It says Hubner. Deftly out wide. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Oh, good take in a good area. Played in. And he's there to get it away. It'll be a throw-in. Oret Manguan, and that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's in a great position here. Verdonk. That's a promising position. Indonesia have the chance to go the other way. High. Now he's got space here. Oh, that's a key interception. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. No, that's been intercepted. Now he's off and running. And the counter is on. Tries to play it through, and he's picked it up out wide. Here comes the cross. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Great vision. Romani. This looks promising. Can he finish? Off the post. Nearly, but not quite.
And not just close, agonisingly close.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. So it is still 0-0. Verdonk. Ah, such a clever touch. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Ferdinand. Verdonk. Threads one in. Good running, strong and purposeful. He's having a pop! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. That's a sharp pass. Opts for safety. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. There's a sharp little ball here. Pass is just off target. It's not an especially good pass, that. He won't be happy with that one.
That's good play from him.
Oh, that's fabulous. He's having a shot! He's scored! Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one.
The goal scorer after 27 minutes is number 9.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Hubner.
Indonesia are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Ixes.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Well, the less said about that pass, the better. And he's managed to get free. And that's an errant pass. Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. Oh, that's a brilliant save! It's a poor throw, that, picked off with relative ease. High, Pelupesi. No way through there.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
He's picked his way through.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Dix. Pelupesi.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
He's beaten the last man. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Indonesia certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Dix. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Oret Manguan knocks it into space. Can he spark a counter here? Nicely weighted ball. Chance, surely! And that is wildly off target.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Pelupesi. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Verdonk.
Two added minutes has
Can he
been
get on the end of
indicated.
this? He slings it in. And that should get the job done. Shapes to shoot! They want to be quick to recover. Good chance here! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
You lucky boy, you lucky...
Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Indonesia finding themselves behind by just one goal at the break.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating. So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest.
Everyone, please welcome our players. Substitution for Indonesia. Number 4.
So we're on the way for the second half.
Number 7.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Aimed beyond the defence. Indonesia come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Has a look up and delivers.
I couldn't quite sort his feet out in time to get it under control.
And he's forced to go back. He's looking wide. Some front-footed pressing going on here. That pass has been well intercepted. Oh, played through for the wide man. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, that has not gone well. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Niceties are not part of this approach. This is actually quite aggressive.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Decent chance! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And now they can clear their lines. Now, can they get him away? And that's played in low. And it's been hooked away. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now, who's going to be first to this? Good ball, good take. Indonesia can breathe again, just.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Now, that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Your impression so far, Jim?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
Great chance! And there's a goal! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Vietnam are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
Could move up a gear here. Indonesia perhaps contemplating their next change here. It's run loose here. Now there's a... and he shoots! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Some resolute defending there. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Kambuaya. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Shot, there's the shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting! And they are disappearing out of sight. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
Substitutions taking place.
Pressure coming in from all directions. He's found space here. And it's made its way to him. Oh, that's well spotted. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he's straight offside. Vietnam making further changes here, and in quick succession.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Tries to pass it through. Spread neatly. It's gone out for a throw-in. Rido. And he has been fouled there. Now this is interesting, he has already had his name taken once. Romani has been shown a second yellow, just to confirm he is therefore off. It's a really well-measured ball. He's got away, and he plays one through. Oh, shooting chance! Well, that is...
Standing up to his opponent like that.
So here we go, yet another page in this long rivalry that has existed between two grand teams. One that looks as though it will continue no matter what else happens, no matter what the hand of fate deals both of these parties. It has the look of a glitzy, grandiose occasion. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. This is always a game of consequence.
Well, Peter, you can dress it up any way you like, but we all know what we're in for.
And there's no point trying to pretend otherwise. No disguising the edginess to swirl. Tries a shot! Oh, he hit that sweetly. Pessi. That's going right the way across. Ferdinand. Oret Manguan. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now.
There's the shot! He's delivered all right! And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
Vietnam, breakthrough, nice and early, just as they wanted it.
Indonesia really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Oh, good-looking ball. Looking to play him in. Oh, that's a key interception. Pessi. That pass has been well intercepted. Now that looks a decent ball. Indonesia do have a chance to counter here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Looks to the other side. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
High. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Oh, that's beautifully weighted. And it's hoisted clear. That's good running with the ball. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, no joy this time. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Space for him to turn and look. Can he spark a counter here? He's being urged to shoot. Chance! And that's a tiny finish. A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Vietnam are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
High. It says. Hilgers. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Out towards the flank. Looking for the run. So what can they make of this? He's found a way through. And he's whipped it across. And he's managed to get rid. And he's chosen to go back. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Now the ball in. Aldero claims it without any fuss.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Looking for options for movement. And can he finish it? Yes! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! A horrible blip, a situation. And that is the end of the first half. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half. Well, it has been confrontational, combative, competitive, everything you'd expect from Derby Day. Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second.
Volunteers for each block, please report to the staff room immediately. Everyone, please welcome our players. Substitution for Indonesia. Number 7. Number 2.
So we're off again.
Number 4.
Indonesia decide to shake things up.
50.
There has been a change in
Number
personnel.
24. Number 6.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Indonesia do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Pelopessi. Good running. He's having a pop!
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
This looks promising. A heavy challenge. In towards the back stick. It's a really well-measured ball. And the ball is out of play. Verdonk.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival. Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here. They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Threads one in. Out of play for a goal kick. Walsh. Moved on forwards. Indonesia do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Driving forward, he'll try from distance! And for sure, that was not one of his best.
Well, talking about playing into your opponent's hands, that kind of thing is not going to get them back into this game.
Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. That's a super give and go. Can he get it through? And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Romani. No, that's been intercepted. This is a promising build-up. He's in a great position here. No way through there. Great chance! It's loose, and the keeper couldn't hold it. It's run loose, who's going to get there? Cross needs, and another try! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Impressive jump! And one more try! It's a goal! They will take that. They are absolutely ripping it up. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
Vietnam are having a ball here. "75 minutes played." Just eases him off the ball. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. That pass isn't the best.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Pessi. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Knocks it into space. Aldero claims comfortably. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
Indonesia really have been second best here, second to every ball, and they can't have any complaints about where they are now. The good thing is they haven't given up, but it's not looking favourable.
And he gets rid in a hurry. No foul, says the referee. Over to the right flank. Walsh. That's a lovely, neat pass. He's in plenty of space here. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. Well, conditions here are unkind to say the least. Welcome everybody on a wet, wet night. The rain is tumbling down here by the bucketful, and it is going to have a real impact on the important contest that lies ahead. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. It is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, I wouldn't just look at this being another friendly, Peter.
Is that your own experience?
Yeah, if the opposition played like they meant business, we were obliged to return the favour. I don't think there's much difference here.
So straight into the action. And he was alert to it. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Schlotterbeck makes the interception. Pavlovic. Havertz is onto this. Musiala! And he can clear it away. And that was nowhere near his best. Nico Williams proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Germany clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
He's had a shot! Spain yet to have an attempt on goal. Yamal, he's found a way through. And a chance! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
That's a shame, Peter. Such a great run, but he didn't have that clinical edge.
Nemecha. Can he finish? Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Nemecha has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Nico Williams. Now it's Danny Olmo. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Pedro Porro. Havertz. Well-timed, excellent interception. Cucurella. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Pedro Porro. Neuer comes out and deals with it. Well, they've got it again. And Cucurella. And it's Cucurella. Williams. He's in a great position here. Oh, good ball. And the shot! Goal! Spain! He made it happen. Squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Eric Garcia. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Nicely weighted ball. Yamal. Oh, that's fabulous. Drives it in. That is ended up in no man's land. And the shot! And needless to say, that deserved better.
Nico Williams deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Looking for the run. Wirtz picks it up out wide. Chance, surely! He's got a goal! Level in a trice!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
That was a given. It always was.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
Germany restore parity.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
That's a lovely, neat pass.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it...
He's having a shot! Oh, it's fallen kindly here. Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Eric Garcia. Nico Williams. Looking to play him in. Cucurella. He's picked his way. Goes for a shot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Yeah, that was a fantastic run, and it showed how brilliantly energetic he is.
Looking for options for movement. And the shot! It's a decent watch, a frantic watch. It is half-time. Spain were so close to ending that half in the perfect fashion, but it just wasn't to be in the end. And we are up to the break.
Well, you have to ask questions how this has stayed 1-1, Peter. I do think, though, that the way spaces have been found in key areas with relative ease will be a real concern, something that needs addressing, and fast.
And it has been tight, it's been competitive. Each side with one significant moment, and at half-time the score is 1-1. The second half then, just getting going. Now it's Williams. Rodri showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Musiala tries to pass it through. He is through here. And he cuts out the supply. Fabian Ruiz.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Goretzka. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Kimmich. Goretzka. Pass somewhat off target. And here's Dani Olmo.
Dani Olmo really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Takes a shot! That's a fair try, but just off target.
Havertz certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Germany are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear
big chance! Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Spain! Into the lead once more. Was there ever any doubt?
Well, how cool was that? He was almost teasing the keeper then.
Spain with the lead. Havertz. Laporte gets it clear. Oh, the ball's come loose here. That has not gone well. Nemecha cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Pau Kubasi deals with that comfortably. It's a pretty loose pass. And it's Goretzka. Forced to go back.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again. Oh, it's hit the post. Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Pavlovic. Oh, he's onto this, and he's definitely on. And the finish! And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Knocks it into space. Chance! And yes, it's there! What remarkable powers of recovery!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character. Wonderful.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other. And it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react. And there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So again, we had parity.
Well, this poses a very interesting question now, Peter. Do they push on to try and win it in normal time? They certainly have the momentum.
Big chance! Now that's a real chance missed.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
Not the most accurate pass. Spain have got it back and they'll have another go. He's got away, shoots! And no, he couldn't find the finish. And we have our very first corner.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Can he get on the end of this? And he's in on goal. Great chance! Oh, he's done it! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it!
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
Germany found a way, forcibly. Now they must hold out.
Well, what an end to the game, Peter. But now comes the overwhelming question: how long is there left, including stoppages?
Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Pedro Porro. Chance for a shot! It's bounced back off the post. Vitz. Pau Kubasi gets across to intercept that. Now it's Musiala. Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. And no surprise, that's a booking. That has ended up in no man's land. And that will be the final act. Spain illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looked so good for them to start with, but as we have seen so many times, they ended up with nothing. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Spain, absolutely shocking here. Shockingly porous down the middle, which was painfully exploited, and that's left plenty for the manager to think about, a painful reminder of where standards really need to be.
Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. Well, the weather here today is not playing ball. We have heavy rain. The pitch underfoot may very quickly become soggy and difficult to play upon, and the players will soon be soggy themselves. It is more than damp, and this will examine the fibre of both sides. This is Peter Drury, and next to me, providing insights, will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Mbappe! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
France with the corner, they're first. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Musiala. He's found a way through. Saliba gets across to intercept that. And he's heaved it away. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Spread out to the left. Barcola. And it's Rabiot. Picked out brilliantly. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, I like the look of this guy, Kai Havertz. I felt a little sorry for him when he first arrived in...
He's having a hit! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Well, you have to say how clever the pass was. It caught the defence off guard because of the disguise on it, and it makes it all the more disappointing that he didn't top it off with a finish.
There's the shot! Germany are looking to break at pace. Looking for a runner. Neuer claims comfortably. Saliba. But it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Yeah, it's a good start, Peter, and they look hungry for goals, and they'll be aware of having to capitalise in such a good spell.
And here's Barcola. Musiala. No change to the score. 0-0 it remains. Tries to pass it through. Wits. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. That could spell trouble. Now it's Olise. And this is Dembele. Havertz. Looking for the run. Barcola. And here's Mbappe. Now that looks a decent ball. Kimmich. Quality ball. Passing is crisp and sharp. Hernandez gets over and intercepts. Threads one in, and he's quick to return it. Oh, well played, well played.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. They've got to be quick moving this forward.
He's shifting through the gears here. Knocks it into space. Here comes the corner. It's their second corner of the game. Germany have the chance to go the other way. And there's green grass ahead of him. Look at the space here. Takes a shot! Goal, Germany! And we have liftoff. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
Germany have penetrated for the first time.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Goretzka. It's Goretzka! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. That's going wide left. Nemecha goes for goal! Forced to go, in he goes again! Oh, he has absolutely drilled that.
Well, that would have asked some awkward questions of the keeper had it stayed on target.
Aims beyond the defence. Some really good ball movement. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Havertz showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Nemecha gets a foot in here. That's put paid to the danger. And it's Gross. Great vision. Lovely pass, but... And a chance! And the keeper couldn't hold it. And there's a goal. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
And that's great movement from him. He instinctively knew that the ball was going to come back out and put himself where he needed to be. The sort of thing you just can't teach.
Germany are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Now it's Wirtz. Gets a good foot in there. And that was asking for too much. And that signals the end of the first period.
Well, the second goal certainly came as a welcome surprise, Peter. So late and so potentially destructive.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in this second half, Peter, with control already established.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
So let's get the ball rolling. Can he get it through? Amiri. Hernandez with the clearance. He's in a great position here. Well read, nice interception. Passing nice and neat. Schlotterbeck. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Saliba making good progress. Rabiot. Now it's Barcola. Shot could be on. Germany come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
And he's picked out the run. Havertz. And the shot! That is delicious! About as smooth as it gets. Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly have time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Find a position of real strength now. Barcola.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Well, that has not gone well. France are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's...
Mbappe! Lacking in accuracy.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
It's Dembele. Barcola. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, nicely intercepted. Musiala. Tries to play it through. Havertz. He might be in here. France can breathe again. Just.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he? They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
No, again, there's no way through. This is a promising build-up. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. That has been slung wide. Great ball, and he's in here. Now it's Musiala. And he's cut it out. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Oh, shooting chance! Dealt with nicely by the defence. Spread to the right.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
He's got away.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, what has happened here? Crosses it in here. Nemecha. Musiala. Now it's Havertz. Oh, that's well spotted. Barcola. He's a sharp little ball here. A real chance! Amiri. It's a pretty loose pass. Can he get on the end of this? Now, can they get him away? Germany are closing in on a comfortable win. Looking to play him in. And the finish! Musiala! Amazing! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. His utter joy. He engages with absolute happiness. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
This is a gloriously greedy performance. Saliba cuts out the pass. Looking for options for movement. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Germany clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Now it's Havertz. Barcola. That's at the end. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did when required so to do. There could be only one outcome. Havertz voted man of the match, and deservedly so. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Germany definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
That's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my... Well, the weather here today is not playing ball. We have heavy rain. The pitch underfoot may very quickly become soggy and difficult to play upon, and the players will soon be soggy themselves. It is more than damp, and this will examine the fibre of both sides. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Chance! Goal, Italy! And Italy score first. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So the game's first significant moment. There's the shot!
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out.
Haaland! Oh, that was no routine save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Haaland! Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Looking to play him in. Bastoni getting this one clear. And that is a little undercooked. Well, played right into his path. Deftly away. Orsolini. Orsolini. Now this could be a chance. Ødegaard. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Oh, Raspadori! Brilliant! About as smooth as it gets. And they're threatening to fly away here. You just know there is no stopping that.
And I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
Italy are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Di Lorenzo promptly onto that, and that is that. Now it's Ødegaard. Well-timed, excellent interception.
That pressing is so good, it's nice and early.
Shoots! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Oh, good effort! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And he was quick to react. And here's Haaland.
Haaland really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And it's Ødegaard. Over to the right flank. He's found a way through. Passed somewhat off. Can he finish? And a neat finish. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Just one in it now.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Looking for options for movement. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Aimed beyond the defence. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, he has stuck it into his own net!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Listen, sometimes you need that little bit of luck in games like these.
Oh, this is a great position. And a chance! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Bratesi. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Italy clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
He's in plenty of space here. Not a hint of shot at goal!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's Ødegaard. Sørloth. And that is expertly dealt with. Orsolini. Esposito. Tries to pass it through. Well, that looks a good ball through. Well, there's the clearance.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over. A probing pass. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Haaland. Great vision. That's Sørloth. He has found the way through. Oh, he's fizzed it forward. And it's half-time.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
Well, we've been blessed with a goal-laden first half. 3-1 is the half-time score. So the action resumes.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass street.
And the shot! It's hit the upright. And that is well cleared. That has not gone well. Oh, he's having a go! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. And he can clear it away. He's played it back. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Now it's Haaland. It's a pretty loose pass. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
That's put paid to the danger. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very...
Takes a shot! And it's in! And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
Well, entry via the post is at the widest possible point, which means a keeper is well and truly beaten.
Norway cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
The attendance for this match was 52,820.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Francesco Esposito! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in.
Yeah, it wasn't the worst decision in the world to go for the shot, even if he was being closely marshalled.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Lovely pass, but can he get there? So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Esposito. And he's in on goal. Can he finish? He's got a goal! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
Italy go up by 2 and are looking good.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
That's a decent clearance. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Now that's well seen too. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. No, not quite on the same wavelength. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Caught offside that time.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
He's a sharp little ball here. Caresses it through. Nice interception. Big chance! And that's in! Pressure, what pressure? He feels none of it.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll...
That could spell trouble. He is through here. And he's undercooked that. Ricci. Tonali. Orsolini. Now it's Raspadori. That has been cut short. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
There will be 3
Norway
minutes at a
really
time.
can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Tonali. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Knocks it into space. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Tries a shot! And no mistake! And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
And his manager couldn't...
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Norway were a team not short on effort, but ultimately they were found wanting when it mattered. That is simply not how you go about winning. Your reflections then, Jim?
One-sided and only one winner, Peter. The players didn't show...
Well, welcome everybody to what is a really important game, which is going to be played here in conditions somewhat suboptimal. The rain is falling heavily, the players are feeling it on their backs, and soon the pitch will be evidently much wetter than is perfect. It's going to be a test for all involved. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me. Rafael Leao! Oh, he's just got under that.
He's not happy, and you'd expect that, but at least there's plenty of appreciation for what was a genuinely fine effort.
Rafael Leao.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Oh, greatly! Goal! Portugal! Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one. Italy are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
João Neves. Nuno Mendes. And he welcomes it in. Donnarumma gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Tonali. Passing nice. There's the shot! Oh, that is rather wayward. Portugal leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Knocks it into space. Rafael Leao is wide and looking to get onto this. Rafael Leao! And that's a tidy finish. And they're threatening to fly away here. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So that's two now without rip. Oh, he's been caught napping. Decent chance! It's in! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Just one in it now.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
It's a searching pass. He's picked his way through. Bastoni deals with that comfortably. João Neves. Well timed, excellent interception. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Orsolini threads one in. Ruben Dias makes the interception. Now it's Rafael Leao. Mendes looking to receive it in space. Tonali, that's a sharp pass. Now that's well seen too. Vitinha. Great vision. Now he's got space here. And it's made its way to Cristiano Ronaldo! And that's in! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but...
And the shot! And the finish! It's loose now, and they want to get it back.
The keeper was likely to need his best.
It's Cristiano! It's hit the upright. And needless to say, that deserved better.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Short changes him with that pass. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. That has been cut short. Looking for the run. This looks promising. Oh, super ball. Francesco Esposito! It's a goal! So that goal then?
Yeah, it's wonderful work, Peter. He just got his head down and absolutely drilled it. Good luck getting to that for the keeper.
Italy cut their deficits and look raring to go again.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Oh, it's a great ball here. Tonali coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Tries to play it through. Raspadori receives it in a good... And he shoots! And he's stuck it away! Italy are back in business! It's turning into quite a gem, this.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
It's a pretty loose pass. He's in a great position here. Fratesi cuts out the pass. Not the most accurate pass. And it's Mendes. That is good alertness.
Vamos ter 3 minutos de compensação.
He's having a pop! He has hit that forcefully.
Well, that was smashed with venom, violence even. All he had to do was hit the target. It's such a shame.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And there's green grass ahead of him. And the shot! Oh, that's fabulous! A finish of true class! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! And that is indeed the final act. So there was the first half.
Oh, I've been left almost breathless here, Peter. This is frantic stuff. 45 minutes just seem to fly by. Here's hoping both teams can maintain this level.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. So the action resumes. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. Nuno Mendes. Distributed tidily. And the shot's on here. He's cut it out. And Bernardo Silva! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Orsolini is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on.
Great chance! Oh, he hit that sweetly.
Well, look at him, furious at himself for missing. Having said that, the manager applauds his effort to find that bottom corner.
Rafael Leao gets flagged offside. That has not gone well. Nuno Mendes. Can he get on the end of this? João Neves. Calafiori did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Oh, that's well spotted. Vitinha promptly onto that, and that is that. Mendes, 2 assists to his credit already. Ruben Dias gets across to intercept that. Zaccagni. Now it's Raspadori. Good ball, good take. He's had a shot! Bernardo Silva. Francesco Esposito! Oh, that could be pivotal! You just know there is no stopping that.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
Italy go up by 2 and are looking good.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
Tonali. Oh, some tackle that. Now it's Rafael Leao. Italy needed that. They really needed it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were...
And Bernardo Silva! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. They played right into his path. An uncompromising challenge. And he can thump it away. Can he get it through? Now, can they get him away? Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Portugal clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Rafael Leao. And he's heaved it away. 75 minutes played. Ah, that's a fine interception. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Bastoni. Zaccagni. That's an imaginative pass. Now it's Ramos, looking to pass their way up the pitch. Could move up a gear here. And he stands tall, impenetrable. Zaccagni. And it's Vitinha. And here's Rafael Leao. It's a loose ball. Rafael Leao. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Zaccagni. He's a sharp little ball here. Now it's Raspadori. Nice interception, well timed. Nuno Mendes. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Great ball, and he's in. Cristiano Ronaldo! And with that, the end. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will, and this place is bouncing. Esposito, hat-trick scorer, massive game from him today. So hello and welcome one and all on a night which is anything but welcoming. The rain is tumbling down here, you can see it against the floodlights. It gives an added sense of drama to a game which was already in itself deemed dramatic. The conditions here will play a substantial part. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this. A capacity... Can he finish? And that is quite wonderful! A finish of true class! And Uruguay take the lead! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Uruguay are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So, a breakthrough already. Anderson. Darwin. And now the breakaway. Uruguay leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Kane. And he's there to belt it away. Not the most accurate pass. Bellingham. Spread it left. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And across it goes. Oh, important interception. Look at the space. Gordon! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, he's having a go! Just the wrong side.
Oh, he just got it ever so slightly wrong, Peter. There wasn't much in that at all.
Now it's Gordon. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Plenty. He's having a shot! Valverde. Vigna. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, it's played into the area. He leaps for it! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
I thought the wing work was A1. The defending and finishing was anything but.
Anderson. There he goes, motoring forward. And that has left him in a heap. Pass somewhat off target. Oh, easy pickings there.
Pretty robust defending.
Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. And he's going to have his name taken. Rice powering forward here. And this is Kane. Vigna. Ugarte. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
He is through here. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Uruguay clearly should have...
Shapes to shoot! And the keeper couldn't hold it. And yes, it's there! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew instinctively where to be should the keeper have gotten a little jittery.
Uruguay are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
Rice ended up in no man's land. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Bellingham. Knocks it into space. Rice. It's a pretty loose pass. Well, that pass isn't the best.
There will be
Well,
one
that tackle was certainly
time.
sturdy. He's been bundled over. That is a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking. It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this. Time and again they are repelled. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. So your views on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well
Everyone,
so far,
please
Peter.
welcome our
If it ain't
players.
broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Uruguay looking composed, content, comfortable, leading 2-0 at half-time. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
He's shifting through the gears here. It's a goal kick. Rice gathers from the goal kick. Bentancur. Ugarte. Spread to the right. Not where it came from. Oh, that was vital. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Saka providing an outlet on that flank. He's picked his way through. Takes a shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Darwin.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Saka finding himself in space. Tries a shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
England with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Well read, and the danger is averted. Uruguay have a free kick. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
Oh, nicely intercepted. England are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Rice. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Muslera breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
England clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Now it's Kane. Played out to the left flank. Bentancur.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Rice. And that's surely a foul. Free kick. And he has shown him a yellow card. Now it's Kane. Now it's Rashford. There's the shot! And there's a goal! He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Just one in it now.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now. It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that. Well, there's plenty to like about this approach.
And the shot! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Can he finish? It's fallen kindly here. And a truly agonising miss.
I don't think he can quite believe he didn't capitalise on that. He clearly fancied his chances.
And here's Rashford. Great ball, and he's in here.
It's a good show of persistence, this. If they manage an equaliser, it'll be a great show.
Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Bentancur. That's a little off target. Now it's Darwin. Into the last 5 minutes. Real chance! That's another chance! He's got a goal! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That has been drummed into him from such an early age, Peter. It almost came as second nature. He susses the keeper couldn't hold on to it, and he's there in a flash.
Uruguay have surely won it, or so you would think.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Brilliantly cut out. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. Anderson has been given his marching orders. He had already been on a yellow card from a previous incident. And he was quick to react. That has not gone well. Not the most convincing of passes. And that's that. Well, that was a frustrating game. They were, at times, cohesive, very capable, but undone by an opponent who simply did a better job. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited, and deserved to be.
That's where we have to end it. From me, Peter
today,
Drury,
everybody,
and
to
my
make sure to put
co-commentator,
any
Jim
litter in
Beglin.
the bins
A very
provided.
good evening to you all.
Thank you for your cooperation.
Well, the weather here today is not playing ball. We have heavy rain. The pitch underfoot may very quickly become soggy and difficult to play upon, and the players will soon be soggy themselves. It is more than damp, and this will examine the fibre of both sides. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight. Decent chance! Goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost in all.
Can he finish? And that's a tiny finish. Not one, but two. It is a dream start. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Sweden are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Sweden are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Well, that's well seen too. And he is deftly away. Great vision. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. De la Cruz. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And he's intervened well there, and it's with the keeper. Muslera. Looking tidy in possession here. De la Cruz.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Bentancur. Now it's Darwin. Goodmanson. Not the most accurate pass. Tries to play it through. Spread neatly. Bentancur. And that is expertly dealt with. And it's been hooked away. Nunez! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Denied by an instinctive save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Absolutely, they're certainly not as big as those trying to stop them. That's going to go a long way. Sweden have the chance to go the other way. Oh, that's a key interception. Looking to play him in. Gyökeres. Oh, well played. Bentancur. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Defending was strong and firm. Lindelof. Ugarte. Great ball if he can get there. Nunez showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
That's destined for the flank. It's a promising position. Shot short! It's fallen kindly here. Uruguay have their second corner now. Svensson with the clearance. Muslera. Passing nice and neat.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Well, that's an excellent interception. And he can thump it away. Muslera gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Gyökeres. Now it's Isak. Engages and... he's given it away! Bentancur. He can run onto that.
There will be 1 minute.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
That has ended up in no man's land. That's the end of the first 45. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or
Everyone,
forcing the
please
issue
welcome
even
our
further.
players.
I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for a third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
Sweden looking good, feeling good. It is 2-0 at the break. And so the action is resumed.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Ugarte promptly onto that, and that is that. Valverde. Looking for options for movement. No, it's come to nothing. Aims beyond the defence. And the shot! That is delicious! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Bentancur.
That was lovely, that.
Well, that's a dangerous ball. And a chance! In he goes again. Relentless! Just relentless! They will take that. They are absolutely ripping it up. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, you might think I'm being a bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't help the feeling that the keeper should have done a better job. Full stop.
There's the shot! It's a goal! It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
Sweden are having a ball here.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
That's the keeper's ball. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
The message is clear, none shall pass. Stood up well to him there. Bentancur. Oh, this looks sharp. Played out to the left flank. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Uruguay clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Nice interception, well timed. And that is well cleared.
Uruguay appear determined to play through the middle again, and guess what? It's the same result.
He's got away. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Valverde. Real chance! Anyone's ball now. Sweden have it back and can go again. He has a look up. Can he get on the end of this?
That's just playing it safe and simple.
That'll be a throw-in. Svensson. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. No, that's been intercepted. Ugarte. Oh, now he can run away with it. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. It's a good foot in there. Svensson clears without hesitation. Corner number 3 coming up. They've played it short. No way through, so back it comes. Tries one from range. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Forced to go back. Goodmanson.
Well, they can at least make a fight of it. Even if it's just a goal, the lift it would give would be huge.
Chance for a shot! Now, who's going to be first? Oh, what has happened here?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Vigna.
Bentancur really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
He's on it. Can he get away?
2 added minutes has been
Sweden
indicated.
couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Passes short and sharp. It's got in! He's put through his own net!
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
And that's that. Uruguay have very little in the way of excuses here, simply having no answer to a display that was stunning, scintillating. There was to be only one outcome. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was...
Well, conditions here are unkind to say the least. Welcome everybody on a wet, wet night. The rain is tumbling down here by the bucketful, and it is going to have a real impact on the important contest that lies ahead. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Colours vivid, and he's in one-on-one. And he's taking no chances there. It's a pretty loose pass. Rabiot. He's looking wide. Gonzalo Ramos. And he's managed to get free. Oh, important interception. That's put paid to the danger. And he's being shifted off it. That is a great pick out. Dembele receives it in a good position here. He's had a shot! Goal, France! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Portugal finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Now it's Ramos, aimed at the far side. Good effort from distance. And that will sail harmlessly past.
Well, it was an ambitious attempt, but it'll keep the defence on its toes at least.
Ruben Dias picks it up from the goal kick. Ronaldo unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now it's Mbappe. There's the shot! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Mbappe certainly looked hungry and exciting on the ball. Confidence is at play here.
Portugal have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Ramos. And here's Elise.
Portugal really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Oh, well played, well sorted out.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Nicely weighted ball. He has found the way through. The ball swung in. And he's there to clear it. João Neves. João Neves! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Looking to play him in. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. That has not gone well. Rabiot. Well, that's well seen too. Looking for the run. Gonzalo Ramos. Decent chance! And they've got rid. And it's Neves. He's having a hit! Oh, it's a vicious effort. Very nearly half an hour gone here. Elise. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And he's there to retrieve it. João Neves. Vega gets over and intercepts. Gonzalo Ramos. Showing great feet there. Bernardo Silva delivers. Tries to get it clear. Doué. And he's worked it through. He's got away. Mbappe.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
It's their second corner of the game. And now they can spring out of defence. And it's Bernardo Silva, spread neatly. And straight back out. Well, that is one way to stop him. And he's quick to get rid. Now, can they get him away? And he's intervened well there. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Doué. That looks a good ball through. Can he finish? Goal! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. There was to be only one outcome.
Well, he always had the measure of the keeper there. Such confidence and composure.
Shot a goal! Oh, that is a fair try. And it's half-time.
Well, the second goal certainly came as a welcome surprise, Peter. So late and so potentially destructive.
That certainly seems to be the case.
Well, both half-time team talks will undergo change now. One will be solid, the other needs to be pretty inspiring.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Oh, good take in a good area. Portugal can breathe again, just.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
He won't be happy with that one. Can he get it through? He's found the way through. Vitinha. Bernardo Silva. And this is Ronaldo. And he's had it nicked away. Upamecano clears. And they're back on the ball again. Vega makes the interception. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. And he has shown him a yellow card. Couple of goals between the sides, and it's still early in the second half. And it's Dembele. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. João Neves did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Portugal disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. And here's Mbappe. Oh, he's burst through. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. He's picked his way through. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Oh, easy pickings there. Gusto. Olise, here's onto this. Now there's a fine ball. It'll be a throw-in. Vitinha. João Neves. Hernandez gets across to intercept that. It's a searching pass. Nuno Mendes. Looking for options for movement. Mignon claims comfortably. Not the most accurate pass. Doué. Well, that's been cut out, well played. He's a sharp little ball here. Chouameni. Shot, it's Cristiano, in he goes again, and it's in! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, Peter, I know from experience there are players who always seem to know where the ball's going to end up. This isn't about luck at all, despite what people say. Just keep an eye on his movement.
Portugal cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now. They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Nuno Mendes. And the pass is intercepted. Rabiot. Now that looks a decent ball. Ramos's cross. Impressive jump. And a truly agonising miss.
Oh, what a moment for him, Peter. He'll be losing sleep over that one tonight.
Bernardo Silva is firing after that one. Oh, well measured. He's Gonzalo Ramos! And that could have brought them level. Gusto. Just 5 minutes left. And this is Dembele.
France can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
He's in a great position here. Oh, can he finish? And that would have been some goal.
Well, it came to nothing in the end, but it certainly got the crowd going.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps additionnel.
2 minutes to be added on. And here's Elise.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
And we're done. France proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle. They know it could so easily have gone the other way. And they are clearly so happy to have won it. Doué, voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, how will we look back on that?
Well, Peter, this was probably more slugfest than a game of football, but I actually found it very enjoyable. A game that was constantly on the edge as both sides went full pelt trying to win this. A throwback to games gone by.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. Well, conditions here are unkind to say the least. Welcome everybody on a wet, wet night. The rain is tumbling down here by the bucketful, and it is going to have a real impact on the important contest that lies ahead. And Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
The pre-match build. Here's a chance! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Spread it left. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And that pass just didn't quite work. Saliba with the clearance. Neuer. Now, can they get him away? So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Joshua Kimmich. In many ways, the ultimate modern fullback in that he contributes just as much offensively as he does defensively. He seems to have a great instinctive understanding of when to move forward, and that means he rarely gets caught out of position on the counter-attack. He should be a key player for this team.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. That pass isn't the best. Hernandez kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Now it's Doué! It's loose now, and they want to get it back. No way through, so back it comes. Conte. Oh, that's superb. Goretzka. Germany are enjoying the lion's share of possession, but nothing yet to show for it. Schlotterbeck gets across to intercept that. Looking to play him in. Pavlovic. Now it's Havertz.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
France have quite a reputation for being combative, confrontational, just in your face, Jim.
It's well rehearsed, Peter. It's testament to their excellent work ethic, really. The way they always go chasing the ball in numbers, and they can keep it up late into a game too.
And it's Pavlovic. There's the shot! Goal! Germany! And Germany are in front.
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
The first breakthrough.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus, as the opposition will inevitably react.
That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. And he's there to retrieve it. Tries to pass it through. 30 minutes gone. Nicely weighted ball. Lucia, can he finish? It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And another try! And that's a tiny finish. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final touch.
Can he finish? Just cruising! They are cruising! They are purring, truly purring. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball, and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
A case now of complete control.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do...
Great chance! And that's a good finish. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
Still behind by 2. Is there a way back into this? Pass is coming off in quick succession here.
Havertz really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And he's quick to return it. Tries to play it through. And he's there to clear it. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Now it's Musiala. Great vision. Oh, that's a fine interception.
Has been indicated.
Upamecano. And the counter is on. Doué. And he's intervened well there. Well timed, excellent interception. And for the first half, that is that.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
Everyone, please.
Germany largely dominant, up by 2 at the break. The scoreline 3-1. So the action resumes.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Kante kept his eye on it, and he's there. Looking for the run. Oh, that's a key interception. Nemecha. He's a sharp little ball here. Shapes to shoot! Oh, and the keeper couldn't hold it. And he's stuck it away. And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
And that's great movement from him. He instinctively knew that the ball was going to come back out and put himself where he needed to be. The sort of thing you just can't teach.
Germany palpably stronger, better, superior. And he was alert to it. The most accurate pass. It's a good spell of possession, this. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. No, that's been intercepted. Oh, good take in a good area. Oh, great leap! Outstanding save to keep that out. Oh, that's well spotted. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for... Big chance! Now, that could spell... Has another go! And that's in! It could be a lifeline! 2 more needed! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
France may be down, but not out just yet. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Looking for options for movement. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but
There could be trouble here. And a goal kick. Do it. That has ended up in no man's land. Pavlovic. Now it's Musiala. That's put pay to the danger. Well, he's done very well to take that back. Defending of the desperate variety. And he was quick to react. Doué. Dembele providing an outlet on that flank. And he should have made them pay.
Mbappe has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
And now they can spring out of defence. That's a little off target. Nice sequence of passes, this. Goretzka. Havertz. And he shoots! Sensational from Wirtz! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy!
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
So now the difference is 3. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Mbappe. Oh, nicely intercepted. Kimmich. Doué. Nemecha. Now it's Havertz. France needed that. They really needed it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Real chance! It's their second corner of the game. And that's a simple one for the keeper. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well, we expected better, and so did he. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Pass somewhat off target. Pavlovic. Nemecha. Oh, super find. He big chance! One-on-one, takes a shot! And it's in! His utter joy! He engages with absolute happiness. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
Germany are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. That is good alertness. That's destined for the flank. And that's it. France suffer a humiliating defeat, and if that weren't painful enough, there's all the analysis and scrutiny to come. It was a poor show all round. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, look, it was very one-sided. Their players didn't turn up for the first half, and then it all went downhill.
Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as Well, welcome everybody to what is a really important game, which is going to be played here in conditions somewhat suboptimal. The rain is falling heavily, the players are feeling it on their backs, and soon the pitch will be evidently much wetter than is perfect. It's going to be a test for all involved. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Begley.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. The crowd rises for the national anthem of Sweden. Now that was impressive. Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this, a capacity crowd here.
Well, I wouldn't just look at this being another friendly, Peter.
Is that your own experience?
Yeah, if the opposition played like they meant business, we were obliged to return the favour. I don't think there's much difference here.
We're up and running then.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you can expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements. Overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those...
Gyökeres! Good effort first time.
That's unlucky. The idea was really smart for me, and he's had a good go at it.
Looking for the run. He's going to be disappointed with that. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Stiller. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, someone I can see as being very powerful in midfield, Peter, is Leon Goretzka. His build and strength being the obvious...
Goes for the shot!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, nicely intercepted. And it's Stiller. That's put paid to the danger.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
That's a shade optimistic. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Gross. Havertz. And he thumps it clear. So we're still where we started right now. Kimmich promptly onto that, and that is that. Oh, he's been caught napping! And he's picked out the run. Caught offside that time.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
He's got away. Corner then.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Gyökeres! And again! Goal, Sweden! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That has been drummed into him from such an early age, Peter. It almost came as second nature. He susses the keeper couldn't hold on to it, and he's there in a flash.
So the first big chance! Deftly away. And it's come back out to him. Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Defending of the desperate variety. Opts to... Oh, he's having a go! No, just not quite.
Well, distance never seems to be an issue for some players, and he's certainly one of those. The opening was there, I guess. Worth a try.
15 minutes till half-time. And he's got away from him. Well, that's been cut out, well played. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Looking for options for movement. Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, that was vital. Well, there's the clearance. Well, that is one way to stop him. Pass somewhat off target. Schlotterbeck calmly anticipates. Now it's Wirtz. Shot could be on. Played back. Aimed beyond it. And the shot! It's in! Germany are all square. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
Germany restore parity.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly...
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Oh, that's fabulous. Shot, surely! It's got in, he's put through his own net!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make a difference.
And he's there to clear it.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Passing nice and neat. It's Goretzka! And he's heaved it away.
Has been indicated.
And here's Musiala. Now, try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Goodmanson. Tar cuts out the pass. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They want a good start to the second half.
Sweden leading, but only just 2 on the scoreline. Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Germany really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
And there's green grass ahead of him. Can he finish? Goodmanson. Wirtz.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Havertz showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Isak, looking to play him in. And he's intervened well there. Germany really looking to get back into this at the start of the second half. And now they can clear their lines. Passing is crisp and sharp. Gyökeres. Now Schlotterbeck. Sweden appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Knocks it into space. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Sweden can breathe again, just.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
And needless to say, that deserved better.
Goodmanson has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
He's there to head it! It's another own goal. That is crazy.
I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Well, that's something you don't expect at a match like this, but I guess you have to take whatever way it comes.
Musiala! Magnificent from Musiala! That is a gem! An absolute gem! Just one goal in it now! Game on! Oh, that was sharp. Deliciously sharp.
Well, he's absolutely drilled that, Peter. When you hit it like that, the keeper's not going to be able to do...
He's having a hit! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Now, that looks a decent ball. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra...
And a chance! That is decidedly lacking.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Just about up to 75 minutes.
Germany really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Tar kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Isak shapes to shoot! And that would have been game, set and match.
Isak has reacted in utter shock.
Oh, it seems as though someone has been forced to pull up lame here.
Yeah, maybe a touch of cramp, Peter. Hopefully nothing more serious than that.
Looks as though he's going to see if he can shake it off.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Havertz. Now it's Wirtz. And the shot! And he hits the net! It's level again! What a match we have!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
It's turning into quite a gem, this.
Well, this ought to give them some renewed energy. If anyone's going to win it in normal time, you've got to make them favourites now.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Goes for a shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish. Well, it looks to me as though this could well be the end of the road for him, as far as today's game is concerned.
Yeah, I think he's going to have to come off here.
So he struggles back to the bench.
Substitution for Germany, number 8, Leon Goretzka.
So we have movement on both
18,
benches.
Coming on the field, number 20, Amiri. Number 22, now, substitution.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side.
There will be 3 minutes added
This
time.
official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Simmer, and they can counter here. He's picked his way through. Simmer on a serious charge here. Kimmich. Wirtz.
This is the time you need that pace.
90 minutes done then, but that is not the end of it. Well, still no winner, Jim.
Well, we can only hope we get an extra time contest of similar ambition, provided fatigue doesn't begin to play a part.
So here we go then, extra time is coming up. And if you're just back, well, the action is back underway. Decent chance! Oh, he's done it! So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it? The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish. And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Sweden leading now. Gross. Musiala. And Amiri. Musiala unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Can he spark a counter here? Gyökeres has it out wide and in space. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Kimmich spots it and intercepts. Wirtz, great chance! Off the post, has another go! Oh, big chance, and it is promptly followed by the whistle.
The latest travel information is
Both teams have run themselves into the ground out there. Does anyone have one last moment of magic in them? And we're off for the final time. Well, this really has been an epic encounter, and there are some tired limbs out there. How much more can the players give? Nicely weighted ball. Tar makes the interception. Gross.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Can he get it through? Shoots! Now, who's going to be first to this? And he's quick to get rid. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. And it's been hooked away. Gross. Here's a sharp little ball here. He's had a shot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Simmer. Svensson. Very much into the last knockings. Tries to play it through. Good ball, good take. Chance for a shot! Well taken goal. We thought they were done, but never say never. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
He's gone for goal. He's had it nicked away. He's having a hit! And that really is it. Time is up. Sweden tie it up just about.
It's a big well done to both defences for refusing to buckle under the pressure. Fatigue with focus is not the norm.
A brief rest, and then it will be time to refocus. Havertz is first to take the long walk. Oh, that's a great get by the keeper.
Well, I think he had the measure of that all the way, Peter, and he is pumped.
Isaac, the next man to walk up to the spot. Great stop, and the keeper punches the air. So on to the second man. Made it look easy.
It was well disguised. It gave no inkling as to where he was going on that.
Gyökeres, second in line for them. So both teams on the board. Amiri, the third man up. Wonderful poise and placement.
Well, any penalty converted is a good penalty, so he did his bit there.
We're on to number 3 here.
Yeah, looks so confident as well. The keeper's notes didn't help him then.
Now it is the turn of the captain. Oh, sent him the wrong way.
Looks like he's done it 1,000 times. Never looked like missing.
So the fourth man in line walking up to the spot. Denied! He's made the save!
Oh, he never looked comfortable over that, did he?
Johansson, now the only hope. And no, the pressure just too much.
Well, he opted for accuracy, but overthought that one. Ouch!
Oh, no! And that is just about that. So it all ends in heartbreak, all the effort, all the exertion, all the exhaustion, and it counts for nothing. So, Jim, quite a game, decided in the end, in the only way it could have been.
It's a tough one to take, Peter. The players will be feeling like the better side lost, and to some extent that's true. I don't think they did an awful lot wrong. That's probably what the boss is saying to them right now.
On the road outside the stadium.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.